So the president of NIO Phone is leaving NIO. That is official. And this guy will be taking over. And in this Weibo post, he shared some important information, and I'll be talking about that in this video, and also what NIO's doing in terms of promotion for the NIO Phone and my opinion with NIO Phone. So the hardware vice president, Bai Jian, will directly oversee NIO Phone from now on. He has experience working at Oppo and Xiaomi's chip department and is very, very qualified. The outgoing guy, Mr. Yin Shuijun, joined NIO back in 2022 from Meitu to help jumpstart the phone endeavor from zero. So there's also 3 more phone iterations planned so far, and this is the Weibo post that Mr. Bai Jian said. So he said, I have indeed been a little busy in the past few days, and have been a bit out of touch. But I am still in the service area. I took a break from my busy schedule today to chat with you all. When Mr. Yin Shuijun first came to NIO, mobile phones were within the scope of smart hardware. I watched him build a team step by step while fighting from zero. Now we have formed a combat, effective, and organized team. Now the first generation mobile phone has been mass produced and has successfully launched and become my main phone. The system is clean, the battery life is great, and the images are particularly good. Now I'm here to take over the phone division. Mr. Yin Shuijun has played a vital role in the beginning, and my mood can only be described in one word: pressure as big as a mountain. However, the fact that I came to pick up the mobile phone division also shows that I am firmly determined to do a good job in connecting vehicle owners and mobile phones. Here is a sneak peek. 1. The integration of mobile phones and cars will be closer. I once said that non-safety parts related to cockpits and entertainment media will become more and more sophisticated, and the performance and iterations will become more and more mobile. You will taste it carefully. 2. Now the imaging foundation of NIO's mobile phones is very good, and NIO has the ability to develop its own ISP. They are all in the areas I am responsible for. I am very confident and looking forward to what kind of chemical reaction there will be after further unification. Wow. So NIO was pretty much letting the other guy go because, well, now that the phone department is more established and things are pretty much all done, right, in terms of developing the phone from scratch, there isn't that much of a need for him, like saying it in a rude way, I guess. And I think going forward, the future iterations of NIO Phone will all pretty much have the same design, and this is all done to consolidate costs and lower costs, obviously. And their strategy going forward is, of course, to focus on projects that will see benefits within the next 2 years. So this is obviously one of the things that they had to do, and letting Mr. Bai Jian take over is a excellent move, I think, and it will definitely help NIO. Now, so far, a lot of NIO owners really love the NIO Phone, but in my opinion, this phone is due for chip upgrade because so far right now in 2024, everybody's an Android phone has Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, whereas NIO Phone is still 8 Gen 2. So that part obviously needs to get improved. But I think, of course, we're going to get NIO Phone 2 in September. So we can definitely look forward to that. And right now, NIO Phone still does sell very well, and people that have used NIO Phone have said the performance of the phone is fantastic, and the best features of the phone is definitely like remote control of the car, and obviously the fact that it doesn't have any bloatware, so it's a very clean phone, and people love that fact about it. So what is NIO doing on the NIO app to promote the NIO Phone? Well, recently, just today, they released this article, which is quite nice, and it's talking about some of the best features, and of course asking people to choose their favorite feature with the NIO Phone. So the first one is, of course, UWB key, able to know where you are relative to the car, and be able to unlock the car with the phone as your key. The second feature, of course, being able to remotely control the settings of the car in terms of comfort, etc., automatically based on where the phone is located. Very nice. So if you're in the passenger seat, you can adjust the controls for the passenger seat. Very nice. And then Sky Window, which is basically a secondary phone displayed on the center screen of the center display. And basically you have two phones in one, basically, which is pretty cool. And then number 4, ease of navigation. Just enter any address and it's gonna show up, and you can easily navigate. NIO Link to share photos with your phone and the car. You're able to view the cameras, rear cameras, any sort of cameras with that. Super Meeting, able to basically stream meetings through your phone, through the car. NIO Link for gaming, very cool. And then Nomi with the on the phone Nomi, sort of like a Siri. So my favorite function is definitely this one. All right, the Sky Window, and then also I think NIO Link is very cool. And then also, let me pick a third one. You gotta go with UWB key, and I'm gonna vote for that. And you can see what people like the most. Yeah, people love the key the most. Look at that. Yeah, 30% choose key, 19% choose the Sky Window, 4% for NIO Link, 8% for Nomi, 3% for the meeting, 6% for NIO Link, 16% for the navigation. Obviously, that's pretty useful. And then the smart remote, 17%. So definitely people are using the phone as a key. Very, very nice. Now, one real bummer is the fact that NIO phone doesn't actually work with the European cars. So any NIO that's not in China, even if it's second gen, it doesn't work with those cars. And it's all because of software. Software is not ready. Once again, software being the Achilles heel of NIO. And I think they're missing out on so many great features because of the fact that software isn't ready for NIO phone in Europe, which I think is very, very dumb. I think they should really expedite the software development for NIO's NT 2.0 cars in Europe and be able to accept NIO phone. And that is going to give a huge boost to NIO phone there and NIO as a brand there, because right now in China, there's a lot of car brands with phone compatibility, but in Europe and outside of China, there aren't any, and NIO would be the first.